So do you remember way back a few months ago when rumors had it that the RTX 5080 will be a 1490 killer? Well, not so much. So where the 50 series video cards excel is at AI, specifically in games using technologies like DLSS and multi-frame generation. Now, multi-frame generation is key here, and it is exclusive to the RTX 50 series, although DLSS 4 is backward compatible to the 40 series, and I believe they're talking about the 30 series as well. However, it won't include all the features that the RTX 50 series have with multi-frame generation, and some newer games will have that in them. However, not everyone likes using these upscaling technologies and AI technologies. Like, for example, I don't, but I know a lot of people do. Apparently, a report by NVIDIA said that 80%, 80%, it's hard to believe, of people use DLSS. And this comes to my next point, which is, in fact, the RTX 5080 will outperform the 1490, but only in, for example, games that use multi-frame generation. So that's kind of cheating and faking it, isn't it? It's not raw performance. So what about performance without multi-frame generation? Well, without multi-frame generation, the RTX 5090 leads by a significant margin, around 20%. The 5080 offers a small performance uplift, though, over the RTX 4080 Super, around 10%. So what this means is if you have a 4090, don't get a 5080. And even if you have a 4080 Super, is 10% better? I don't know. It wouldn't be for me. Unless, of course, you love these AI technologies like DLSS and multi-frame generation. Then in that case, I guess, go with an RTX 5080. Now, if you're adamant about getting a 50 series video card from NVIDIA, yes, the RTX 5080 would be a decent card to go with. Price to performance on this card is pretty high. The card itself, of course, is pretty expensive, but not as expensive as the 5090. We have yet to see retail prices of these video cards, and I think they're going to be a lot more expensive than their listed MSRP, but we'll have to wait and see on that. So what are your thoughts on this particular article? I will link to it in the YouTube description down below, like I always do. Would you go out and buy a 5080 video card? Or if you could get an RTX 4090, would you get that instead?